You know those relationships that just seem to take so much from you, and when you finally leave, you feel like you don't even know how to be yourself or who you even really are anymore? Yeah, well, today we are talking all about that, and I'm giving you 5 steps to reclaim your power and be better than ever. Hi, my name is Kristin, and if you are just as excited as I am about this topic, please go ahead and give me a like. Don't forget, if you are a woman on a healing journey, on a journey to be your best and most powerful self, go ahead, subscribe to my channel, hit that little notification bell so you can get notified when I drop new videos every single week. And I think it's important for you to know that not only do I speak from experience about these things, but I now have coached and helped women all over the world transform their pain into power and become truly powerful, lit up, happy about life women. And I know that if you do the healing work, you can do the same. So let's get right into it. Reclamation of power is a process. You did not lose power overnight, and it's not just going to come back like that without you really doing the work to get super clear on how this happened and actually calling that power back into your body. And before we get into the steps, let's talk about what powerlessness really means and what it feels like in your body. Being powerless is like this feeling of just total disconnection from your true self. Sure, your body's there and you might physically be somewhere, but you just have this feeling that nobody's really home. You lack the drive and vigor for life that maybe you once had. You might have a feeling like you have a hard time making decisions, or you might say things like, nothing really intrigues me. I don't really know the direction that I want to go. All of this are signs that you are disconnected from yourself, disconnected from your power. Now, you also will lose your creativity because what's happening is that your life force energy that is typically flowing through you, and it's really available to all of us, what's happening is that life force energy is not flowing through you anymore, and it's flowing to somebody or something else. Now, when it comes to relationships, this can happen if you are in an abusive relationship, whether that is mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. It can happen if you are being gaslighted, led to believe that you're crazy. It can happen when you are in a position that you are valuing somebody else's opinion of you, or in a space where you are trying so hard to get love that you forget to be loving yourself. So if any of that sounds familiar to you, let me know in the comments below. And if you are in that position currently, right now you have a choice. You have a choice to either kind of just pick up the pieces, push on with your life, act like everything is all fine and good, and hey, no judgment, I tried to do that for a long time. Or you have the choice to heal. You have the choice to do the inner work that is required for you to reclaim your power right now. So let's get right into the steps. Step 1. Now, this might seem even a little bit counterintuitive because we're talking about reclaiming power here. But step 1 to truly reclaiming your power is to admit that you are or have been powerless. Powerless to somebody else, powerless over your relationship, powerless over yourself, whatever it is. You have to admit and bring awareness to the places where you have been giving your power away. This is so important. Awareness has to be step 1 because we have to admit. So many of us are taught that if we act like everything is fine or act like our life is better than it actually is, that we can avoid really dealing with our own stuff. But if you want to do the work to truly be the powerful woman that you know you are meant to be, you have to get real with yourself. You have to stop lying to yourself. If you do not do this step, if you don't become aware of the patterns and why you do the things you do and where you are giving your power away, you are never going to be able to break the cycle. So I want you to take a really honest look. Where have you been giving your power away? Step 2 is to get really, really curious about yourself. So many times we can get caught up thinking about the other person, obsessing about the other person, obsessing about the relationship, obsessing about all of these things that maybe we could have done, should have said this, should have done that. All of these things, they don't matter because this is not about anybody else. This is about you. And if you are going to reclaim your power, you have to get curious as to why you found yourself in this position in the first place. Because once you get curious, we can find the root cause. Once you find the root cause, that is where you can get the healing from. Now, I talk a lot more about finding the root cause, healing trauma after toxic relationships in this video. So you're going to want to go ahead and check that out after you are done here. Step 3 is to reestablish trust within yourself. Because when we are giving our power away to something else, to somebody else, we are not in touch with ourselves. We are not trusting our own bodies, our own minds, right? That is such a transfer of power. When you don't trust your own decisions, you don't trust what you're thinking, you don't trust what you are feeling, and it's all dependent on somebody else. So we need to reestablish this trust within you. And how you are going to do that is you are going to do one thing every day, one little thing. Make yourself a promise, tell yourself that you are going to do it, and follow through. It doesn't have to be something major. It doesn't have to be this huge life-changing thing. A lot of times people want to change their lives. They want to go from not doing anything for themselves to meditating for 20 minutes, to drinking green juice, to exercising 30 minutes a day, and then they feel like a failure because they don't do it. If you want to reestablish trust with yourself, pick one little thing every single day to do for you. Nobody else telling you to do it, nobody else making you do anything at all. And you can slowly build that trust within yourself that you do what you say that you are going to do, that you are who you say that you are. It might start off slow, but it will build and build and build, and it is incredibly powerful. Step number 4 is to get back in touch with your body. And this is so, so important, because if you are somebody who has been giving that power away, again, like we talked about in the beginning, you are giving away that life force energy. So you are not actually in your body. When your energy is somewhere else, you are not in your body. And if you are new to me and sort of mind concepts, that might sound a little weird, but I'm just going to need you to trust me here. Most of the time we run around, and this is most people run around outside of their body. They overeat, they overdrink, workaholics, shopaholics, all of these things that we do and these addictions and patterns that we have are ways to escape really slowing down and feeling what is going on inside of our own bodies. But if you're going to reclaim your power, you have got to be inside of yourself. You have got to be aware of the feelings that you're having. It's so important to feel. Our bodies are so intelligent. Your body can tell you what a yes is. Your body can tell you what a no is. When you have this connection to yourself, you can increase your intuition. You can trust yourself more. These steps go hand in hand. They are building on each other. You've ever had the feeling that just doesn't feel right. And wherever you feel that in your body, that's what we want to learn how to cultivate more, because that's power, that's intuition. And when you learn to cultivate that power back within yourself, and then you begin listening to that intuition and acting on what your body is telling you, I'm not really sure there's anything more powerful than that. Because you already have all the answers inside of you. You have every single thing you need inside of you right now. And a great way to get inside of your body is through meditation. I know I'm not the first person in the world that has told you to meditate, but this is so huge. It doesn't even require a lot. All you have to do is slow down and do a scan of your body. What are you actually feeling? What's happening inside of there? Where do you feel tightness? Where do you feel numbness? Where do you feel heaviness? Start connecting there. Now, if you want a really powerful meditation where we're actually going to call up some life force energy and plug your power back into you, I have a beautiful transformational meditation for you. So just go ahead. I'm going to link it below this video and you can click that link, get that meditation, and start calling back in that power to you. Step 5 is being willing to change, being open to change. It's being open to doing the work. It's being willing to look at yourself and say, this hasn't been working my way. I'm willing to be shown the way. I'm willing to do the work that I need to do in order to reclaim my power. And when you're willing and you do the things that you need to do, you're golden, because your power is always available to you. And no matter what you have been through, you can be better than ever. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you loved what you heard, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and make sure you check out this video that I talked about for you. You are going to get so much healing. I wish you nothing but the best.